Texas law making abortions illegal took effect today. The so-called trigger law kicked in as a result of the Supreme Court striking down Roe v. Wade in June. People who break the law face life in prison and a $100,000 fine. It makes no exceptions unless a woman's life is in danger. Both Republican and Democrat candidates are now releasing political ads with abortion as a top campaign issue. Fox 4's Blake Hansen is live with the politics of abortion going forward. Blake.
Steve, Governor Abbott's been on the air since last week. Beto O'Rourke's campaign announced 2 new ads today to air during the Texans and Cowboys preseason games tonight and tomorrow. Both of them focused on abortion.
If you care about this issue, you must vote, and we must vote to replace Greg Abbott.
Governor Abbott's Democratic challenger, Beto O'Rourke, held an event in Houston Thursday while also rolling out his first 2 TV ads, both aimed at Texas's new abortion ban that has no exceptions for victims of rape or incest.
From this day forward, August 25th,
women all across Texas are no longer free.
O'Rourke talked about his hopes that what happened in Kansas could happen here. Earlier this month, voters in the red state overwhelmingly rejected a measure allowing the legislature to tighten abortion restrictions.
You all saw what happened in Kansas, a state that Donald Trump won by a far greater margin than he did right here in Texas, a state that saw in the middle of the summer on a referendum issue near presidential election turnout levels.
It's not really equivalent. That was a referendum straight up on an abortion measure. This is a governor's election.
SMU political science professor Matthew Wilson points out a referendum is far from a race involving candidates.
We know that a wide range of issues will factor into the governor's race, things ranging from the border to tax policy to law and order, crime, including abortion, among others. And so it'll be one factor of many that'll come into play this fall.
Meanwhile, Governor Abbott's campaign rolled out a dark digital ad. Going after the fact O'Rourke has said he trusts women and doctors to make decisions when asked if he'll support restrictions. All while state Republicans cite internal polling that leads them to believe other issues will drive voters to the polls.
New voters in Texas intend to vote overwhelmingly Republican. When you ask them about specific issues, especially abortion as an issue compared to other things, we found that election integrity, gun rights, things like the border eclipse the abortion issue by about a 2-to-1 margin.
But with O'Rourke still trailing in the polls, Democrats will likely see abortion as an effective topic to focus on heading into November.
I think O'Rourke and some other Democrats around the country see this as a potential lifeline, something to change the conversation away from what is otherwise a pretty negative environment for Democrats, with a Democratic president with a very low approval rating.
The latest UT Tyler Dallas Morning News poll had Governor Abbott up 7 points over Beto O'Rourke. That same poll showed that 82% of Texans believe that abortion should be allowed in cases of rape or incest. Steve?